We are officially back here at the Wildcat. We're on Facebook Live with you, facebook.com/livenowdt, where you can watch Wake Up Call and listen to Wake Up Call every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time on our normal scheduled broadcast. Hanging out here with the Wildcats football team. They are breaking in the official new stage in the expansion part of the Wildcat Sports Pub. We're here every single month with West Genesee Athletics, exclusively brought to you by Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. So you get to see a ton of different teams, but breaking in the stage is the football team. So let's do this again for Malin White, Frankie DePalma, Coach Corley, myself, Dan Tortora. Show your people some love here again. Let's see what we got. There it is. All right. So we're having some fun here today, and Frankie already told me that he has a question for me that's going to be highly controversial. So, in a wild turn of events, Frankie will not be asking any questions during rapid fire. So, I'm going to start with, actually, Frankie, I'm going to start with you, since I know I'm going to be on the hot seat eventually with you. How you doing today? How's life?
I'm good.
You got to you got your mic on?
I think so. Check 1, 2.
There you go. Now you're there.
I'm good.
So you're good?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there's a lot of personality that comes from you. Is that fair to say?
Something like that, yeah.
How would you describe your personality?
I'm chilling. I don't know.
You're very soft-spoken. You could speak into the mic. We got to hear you here.
Hello?
There you go. Not bad.
Yeah.
How would you describe this year's team?
I mean, we're going to be good. I don't know. We're going to be good.
You're going to be good?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a lot of athletes. Receiving core is very deep. Line's really good.
Okay.
Defense is good. Quarterback's all right. I mean,
quarterback's all right, he says.
Shout out to Xavier, best running back in Section 3. He's not even looking at me.
Okay. Why is Xavier the best running back in Section 3?
I mean, he's on the wall everywhere. I mean, I don't really got to explain it.
Who's the funniest on the team? Because we heard Xavier's name brought up.
Oh, yeah, definitely Xavier.
Xavier? Okay, so he gets another vote. Why?
He just says the weirdest things ever. Yesterday he went to New Jersey for one day. So
yeah.
He just does some random things.
Going to New Jersey for a day?
He comes back.
Was he visiting family? Did he go to a game?
I don't even know. He just comes with stories every day.
Xavier, why'd you go to New Jersey for a day? Why'd you go to... Just to see some friends. See some friend? Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's okay. All right, Malin. Who's the funniest on the team in your opinion?
I gotta go with Amir.
You gotta go who?
Amir.
Amir?
Yeah, he's a big dark skinned one over there.
So Amir gets the vote.
Yeah.
Amir's only got one vote, and it came from you. Why Amir?
Amir will just say some stuff that I can't put on camera. That'll make me cry. That's so funny.
You can't put it on camera?
I can't say it on here.
Okay. So he's more explicitly funny.
Yeah.
What comedian would you compare him to?
There's Michael Blackson.
Who was it? Michael
Blackson.
Why?
I don't know. Actually, Kevin Hart. Kevin
Hart.
Yeah.
All right. So he's the funniest one.
Yeah.
I like how he's just eating the pizza, nodding his head. Very, very calm, cool, and collected. How would you describe this year's team, Malin?
We got a lot of characters. We got a lot of guys that can play football, obviously. We got like 40-something guys that all participate, and we have our depth chart is deep.
Tell me something. How would you describe Coach Corley in a few words?
Coach Corley cares about the team a lot. He pushes us to try our best, and he's a hard-working coach.
Fair enough. Frankie, describe Coach to me.
He thinks he's funny.
Oh, wow.
Pretty sure I just
What's up,
admitted that I'm not funny, but keep going.
He knows when to be serious and when we gotta like chill out because we got a lot of characters, like Malin said. And I don't know. He's a nice guy, I guess.
What's the best thing about Coach?
His calves.
We heard that last year. Why is your team obsessed with your calves, Coach? Why? Don't you feel like that's a little bit strange? Do you feel a little unsafe? Blink twice if you feel unsafe. Look, we'll put you on camera. Do you feel unsafe?
Have you seen my calves? I'm totally safe around these guys.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Why do they love your calves so much?
Damn, they're ripped. I don't know what to tell you, man.
They're
huge.
Gotta get you in here on camera here a little bit.
There we go.
So the calves are ripped, you said?
The calves are ripped, Dan.
Okay. All right, fair enough. How would you describe Frankie DePalma?
I think Frankie described himself. He's a funny kid. He's got a very kind of a loose personality, laid-back kid, but he's got a great work ethic, man. I'm going to tell a little story about Frankie. Frankie got some bad news late in the winter. He found out his ACL was torn last fall. He went probably, 3 or 4 months before it was diagnosed. He went under the knife. Was it March, Frankie?
March 14th.
March 14th, he got reconstructive surgery done on his ACL to have it repaired, and not even 6 months later, he's back on the football field going full speed. Hasn't missed a beat. That's a testament to hard work.
Yeah. Frankie, just go into that. I mean, Coach asked you what the date was. You remembered it very quickly. I don't think you ever forget, kind of some of those moments in life. From March 14th to now, just tell me what life's been like.
It was mentally challenging at first. The first week was probably the worst week of my life. Okay. So much pain. But, no, I just kind of had to get mentally ready.
Yeah.
I think it kind of helped me push myself more. And, yeah, I just couldn't wait to get back here.
How'd you get through it? What was, the support system you had, or?
My mom was with me every single day.
He looked at the camera when he said that.
She's right there.
Can we give a shout out to her? Show some love to Mike.
My dad, he pushed me every day.
Yeah.
My sisters, my dog, she always laid on my lap.
Yeah.
Sometimes on the bad knee, but I couldn't really stop anything from that.
What's the name of the dog?
Bella.
Bella?
Means beautiful in Italian.
All right, yeah, no, I know that. So shout out to Bella.
Shout out Bella.
So you go through that. What did it teach you about life? What did it teach you about the game? Obviously something that you love got taken away pretty quickly.
Just when you're down that far and it's just, I don't know, you just got to get back up. You hit the wall and then only way is forward. So
you talk about very serious things, but you always smirk. Is it hard for you to not be happy or to not find a positive?
I'm just a happy person, I guess.
Where does that come from?
I don't really know.
Credit anybody? Maybe the household? Is there a lot of comedy in the household?
Yeah, there's some comedy.
Who's the funniest person in your house?
Me. I'm the funniest.
Mom says no.
Mom, stop.
Mom says no.
No, my dad's pretty funny. I think I get it from my dad.
Okay. Coach, describe Malin White for me.
Malin is pound for pound the strongest kid in the football team. Just to throw numbers out there, we don't do 1 rep maxes. We do a 3 to 5 rep test, and then we convert it.
Yeah.
Malin deadlifted, was it 760 pounds, Mal? 731 pound conversion for a 17, 18-year-old kid in high school.
I'm 16.
Yeah, his birthday's
Okay, for a 16-year-old kid, pretty amazing numbers. But that's a testament to his work ethic. I'm big on focus. Focus is the most important thing. And when he would walk into the weight room, he would be focused and he wouldn't stop working. He would do every exercise, every set, every rep until he was done. And then he would go above and beyond and do extra. And, we were talking about, what I would tell myself at the age of 21.
Yeah.
And I have some regrets of taking days off in the weight room. I'd probably tell myself to follow Malin White, just from what I've seen as his coach.
Malin, what's your response to that? Some big words from Coach.
I definitely am the strongest on the team. Nobody can compare. Not even a mirror, even though he weighs over 100 pounds more than me. But I'm not going to.
I love how you have teammates just drinking gallons of lemonade right now. I don't think there's any lemonade left in Central New York right now. Is that a thing with this team? Is lemonade part of this? What's going on?
Yeah, this is a new thing. I don't know.
They're $1.25?
I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? I definitely do go as hard as possible in the weight room. I try to make I try to be the best possible player I can be for my team and for myself.
Yeah.
which is important.
Where does the work ethic come from? Where does it stem from, maybe growing up as a kid?
My parents always try to make me do my best. Like, they make me take all the advanced classes in school and make me read all my summer reading books, even though I don't want to read them. Like, a couple of days ago, they took my phone because I wasn't reading my book, and now I finished it. So that's where the hard work comes from.
What was the book you had to read?
It's called East of Eden by John Steinbeck. It's 600 pages.
How much fun was it?
It wasn't fun at all.
How many books do you have to read over the summer?
I got to read another one. That's about 300 pages.
What's that one?
I don't know.
You don't know the name of it?
I don't know what it's called.
When does school start?
Next Wednesday?
So you got to have it done by next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
I mean, I read the first book in like 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Malin, before we get into rapid fire, what does it mean to be a Wildcat to you?
I mean, Wildcat means pushing yourself to be the best possible person. It's all about the work ethic, and I think they strive for greatness at West Genesee High School, all the sports teams.
Okay, fair enough. Frankie, what does it mean to be a Wildcat for you?
I mean, we got it everywhere in the school, focused, fast, physical. Every sport we have, we're all focused. Everyone plays hard, and we're all physical.
Who is your biggest inspiration on the team? If you had to pick one player that inspires you, who would it be?
Probably Riley Small. He's the kicker. He works really hard in practice.
Yeah.
Putting up the kicking net. Yeah.
All right. Malin?
He was being sarcastic, by the way. Riley doesn't have to do anything during practice.
So, Frank, do you have any?
I don't know. I get inspired by all these guys.
Okay. Malin, who's your biggest inspiration on the team?
Probably Amir.
Amir? Where'd Amir go? There he is. He's hanging out over there now. Why is Amir your biggest inspiration?
Like, if I'm tired and I don't want to go to practice, he'll say something funny, and I'll forget about the fact that I'm tired.
And that's all it takes.
Yeah.
One funny comment, and you'll go to practice. All right.
Say that again?
I said one funny comment, and you'll go to practice.
Yes.
All right. The community of West Genesee, what does it mean to you?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about the community. I don't even live in Camillus. I live in Syracuse.
What do you think about the Wildcat team? What do you think about the parents of the team, the people that come to the games, that cheer at the games, that wear the colors at the games? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, they're all really supportive. I mean, they're all in the stands cheering. Even when you're down, they try to pick you back up. If we were losing by 40, which won't happen this year because we're going to be a great team this year. Okay. They'd still be just supporting us and cheering for us.
All right, Frankie, what does the community mean to you?
It means a lot. All the parents come out, they support us, they scream. The nation, they're always hyped. They always got some cool ideas for the themes. Just gets us hyped. We know when we're down, they're always cheering for us still, so we don't lose that competitiveness and everything like that.
Coach, you've heard your players say that this is going to be a really successful team and a successful season. What are your thoughts?
I feel the same way. These guys have put the work in. Like I said, we had a lot of new faces this year, and you never really know what to expect. But these guys jumped into it. They didn't wait from day one. They've been getting after it, and
yeah.
I'm excited about tomorrow and what we're going to see.
So with that being said, it's rapid fire time. You're on the hot seat for 2 questions, but you put me on the hot seat for 2 as well. I'm going to roll reverse here. I'm not going first. So, Coach, you can ask me a question. Go ahead.
All right. Dan, if you could be, what animal do you think describes you best and why?
What animal describes me best? I would say there's 2. I'll pick one wild one and one household one. A dog, because I feel like I've learned unconditional love over the last 10 months. I will say loyalty, that connected to a dog. I'll say positivity, always trying to smile and always trying to make others around you happy, so I would say that. And then I would say a lion, because St. Daniel had the whole Daniel in the lion's den thing, and he had faith. He got thrown in the lion's den. The lions were supposed to kill him on the spot. He prayed, And when they came to see his body in the morning, the lions were laying around him because he prayed to God and he had that faith. So I would say a lion because of that story and that connection, but also because a lion knows it knows when to attack, it knows how to attack, but it doesn't abuse the privilege of it. Like, I'll protect my own, but you don't attack for the sake of attacking. You protect what you have, you stand up for what you have, but you never use your power for the wrong reasons. And that's why it's the king of the jungle. All right, Frankie, what's your question for me?
Are you ready?
I have no idea.
Is water wet?
Somebody asked me this before. To water, it wouldn't know. To the world, yes. Water is wet.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not wet. Yes. Water is not wet.
Okay. Then to you guys, it's not wet. Ask me another question. I don't like that question. You'll get a bonus one now. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's just a philosophical conundrum.
What superhero would you be?
What superhero would I be? I'd be my favorite one. There's one superhero, there's one anti-hero. I would be, if I was an anti-hero, I'd be Venom, because he's my favorite. And if I was a superhero, I'd be Spider-Man. I just grew up reading the comics, and I think my story and Spider-Man's story are similar in some ways. All right, Malin, what's your question for me?
Well, Frankie stole my question, so...
Okay. Can ask anything. Anything in the world.
Oh, if you could be any height, what would it be?
If I could be any height? Well, I've always been able to play basketball. I can hit a shot from anywhere on the court. It would have been great if I was 6'3", 4, 5. I'm 5'8". So it would have been nice if I was 6 foot something with the shot that I have, I would say. Malin, I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to ask you a question. Who on the team, this is going to be fun, who on the team has the best pickup lines?
You mean for girls?
Yep.
Yo, definitely Tony 2-time. Definitely Tony 2-time.
All right. So Anthony, that was just up here.
We're not going to go into detail, but it's definitely Tony.
Okay. Tony, would you agree? He says he doesn't know. All right, Frankie, my question for you. Where is one place that you could live out the rest of your life? If you had to move away from home and you could never come back, where would you go? Where would you live?
I'm stuck between two.
Okay, you can name them.
California and Hawaii.
Why and why?
Hawaii just because the sunset's always beautiful.
Okay.
I like water.
You like water? Okay.
'Cause it's not wet.
Why California?
California, I don't know. It's just like everything there is just better. I like Rodeo Drive. There's a lot of nice stuff there.
Okay.
But I mean, if I lived in California, I'd have to be rich.
Right.
So if the money comes with it, then I'm living happy.
Okay. Fair enough. Coach.
Yep.
You can retire anywhere in the world. Kind of going off of this a little bit. You got to live somewhere else. Where do you go? You got to live there the rest of your life. You can't pick where you're at right now. Where do you go?
Oh boy. Well, there's a few places I'd want to go.
Okay.
My go-to spot for winter vacation is obviously Florida, along
Okay.
with probably 90% of the area.
Yes, with many of us.
I love it down there. I love the weather. I love the West Coast. I love the Pacific Ocean. I've been to San Diego once, and I can't wait to go back.
I heard it's pretty perfect out there.
It's gorgeous. It's perfect.
Okay.
The weather's perfect. It's beautiful. But like Frankie said, with that, you got to have some money, so I'm not
Right.
so sure about that.
Okay.
Probably the best 10 days of my life in terms of going on trips with my wife and my kids as a family was probably Arizona.
Okay.
Last August, we spent 9 days in the Phoenix, Scottsdale, Sedona area,
Okay.
Grand Canyon, and it's just unlike anything you experience out here or anywhere else, in my opinion.
Okay.
So probably Arizona.
Arizona. All right. Fair enough. Your last question of the night for me, Coach. What is it?
I'm not going to lie. I knew this was coming, but I wasn't prepared.
Okay.
If you can change one thing in history, anywhere in the world, any time period, what would it be?
I could change anything in history?
Any single thing. You have to pick one thing in history, anywhere in the world, any time period.
There are so many things I would change, but I'd make sure Hitler never got into power, because 6 million people left this earth because of one idiot. So I would say I'd make sure that didn't happen. And I have a lot of friends of the Jewish faith, and you know, the fact that they're here, I tell them all the time, like, your family made it. So many families didn't. So I appreciate that so much, but I'd have to make sure Hitler doesn't get there.
Good answer.
All right, Malin, what's your final question for me?
Wait, I have 2 questions.
Yeah, well, it's the last one. Just got one more.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Does pineapple belong on pizza? Rarely, and only with ham. Only with ham. Only the Hawaiian. All right.
I like to put sausage and green peppers on my pineapple pizza.
Okay. That's not bad. I'll try that out. All right, Frankie, what's your last question for me of the night?
If you could bring back anyone from the dead, who would it be?
If I could bring back anybody.
Like a celebrity.
Oh, it's got to be a celebrity. Robin Williams. By far the funniest person I've ever seen do anything. I grew up with him. He feels like, when he passed away, I felt like an uncle passed away, because I watched him from when I was like 3 or 4. And I thankfully in my life somehow, I don't know how I got this compliment, but I was called the second coming of Robin Williams, which I thought is a very huge thing. That's a tall task, but
that's a big compliment.
It was kind. It was a very big compliment. So I love Robin Williams, and I hope to meet him someday.
Wait, one more question. I see you like Star Wars, so who's your favorite character?
My favorite character on Star Wars is BB-8. It's actually the rolling soccer ball droid. That's my favorite.
They got a BB-8 toy. Do you have it?
I have the BB-8 that can go around the house by itself. And I actually went to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge 15 days before it opened. It opened today. I went August 14th, got to go to a private showing of it. You can make your own droid, and I made a Toronto Raptors colored droid because the Raptors are my team. So I got a couple of them. All right, Malin, my last question for you. What is your favorite movie of all time and why?
Shoot. My favorite movie of all time is probably got to be Avengers Infinity War.
Avengers Infinity War. Okay, why Infinity War?
Infinity War is better than Endgame. I like Infinity War better than Endgame because it's all action. It's basically 2.5 hours of action-packed superheroes, and I love superheroes.
Okay.
Kind of a nerd for superheroes. I know basically all of them.
Do you have a favorite superhero?
Easily The Flash.
The Flash? Why?
Because he's so fast.
Okay. So you like Avengers, but you'd go DC for The Flash?
Yeah, I think DC is better superheroes, but Marvel makes better movies. I can't argue about that.
No, and The Flash is my favorite on the DC side, so I can agree with you on that.
Yep.
All right, Coach. You travel to the future. Mm-hmm. What do you warn them about? Ooh. Let's say you go 20 years in the future. What do you warn them about?
Probably look at the state of our world today and all the terrible things going on.
Yeah.
But I feel like just as a nation, we've lost the ability to respectfully disagree with each other, and we've lost the ability to try to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and see from somebody else's perspective. And I don't know if it's going to get better. I hope it does.
Yeah.
But I would hope that 20 years from now we've moved forward from that.
Yeah, it's amazing how we've somehow de-evolved instead of evolving more. So, got to be better than that. Frankie, this is going to be a fun one. We're going to have some fun with this. You got a neon sign above your head, okay? The moment that you answer this question, the neon sign would appear, let's say. The neon sign would come out of nowhere. It has to describe you. It's going to be one statement. It could be a word. It could be one sentence. What would you want hanging over your head everywhere you go? Everyone can see it no matter where you go.
TWN.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. No, I don't know. Probably just like chill.
Chill?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Chill, telling other people to relax, or?
Or not, like chilling. Like I'm chilling.
Okay, you're chilling. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Relax. Frankie DePalma, Malin White, Coach Joe Corley, myself, Dan Tortora. Give these guys a round of applause now. They had some fun. They had a good time. They got plenty of guys out here supporting them and families as well. We're here every single month at the Wildcat Sports Pub with West Genesee. We have all the programs come out here. We try to do as much as we can. Coach Corley has been here plenty of times with us, and we look forward to being back here. You have broken ground on the stage. Congratulations for that.
Thanks, Dan. That means a lot to us.
And from here on out, it's West Genesee on the stage in the expansion, 3680 Milton Avenue, Camillus, New York, the Wildcat Sports Pub. Always giving 100% to the Wildcats, and so is Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Appreciate you. Thanks, Malin. Thanks, Frankie. And as coach.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you as always. Have a good night, folks, and we'll talk with you soon. And go out and see these guys and support them at West Genesee. You know where to be. We'll see you out there this season.